Girl, what you doing? What y'all doing? He's a pretty girl. He's a pretty mama. He's my pretty mama. Yeah. The food is over there, baby. There ain't nothing on the floor. Ain't nothing on the floor. Say, ah, Mom, let me check it out. Let me decide that. Okay, there you go. Hey, I don't know if this fixed it or not. If I think the I think where I was just going, I think we might have had if I might have been having some kind of issue or something on that other stream, so I decided to stop it and then to start again and see if we have. Now I could be wrong. It could be totally on your end because I see somebody was trying to. Somebody just showed up again and just showed it went to 1 and 0 again. So I figure I'll try it again for a minute. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't have a problem. It shouldn't be my data. I got unlimited. Hmm. You know, it's a hit or miss, and I'm not gonna worry about typing in because at this point, oh hell, I'll be right back. Move. Oh, where is it? Okay. Okay. It must be in here then. I guess it is. No. Okay. How's it going? I seen somebody pop in there for a second. And I'm looking for heck. Looking for my second phone, my other phone. I do believe it's probably in there, and I was not seeing it when I went in there. Hmm. Okay. So where is it? Okay. Okay. Huh. That's not cool. Oh, that's real uncool. Oh, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, it's got to be in the other room, and I'm just not seeing it in there. But I mean, it's a perfectly good phone, and that's the phone I use to come into my chat sometimes from another device. But I must have I must have set it in it's got to be in there somewhere, and I'm just not seeing it unless it's on my bed, and I didn't. Uh, let's see. I can't stand it when stuff gets when I kind of think I'm missing something, and I can't figure it out where it is at the moment. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here. I think I don't know. I'm believing that the person I believe I know who's trying to watch, and it just keeps cutting out on them. So I don't know how to fix that. I can't figure that out. I thought ending the last stream and starting again might help people if they came in, but hmm. I don't know. See, you tell me. I'm getting a feeling that maybe you're not able to stay connected long enough to say anything in the chat or something. But if you are, just here in a minute, say hi or something. Let's see if the chat's even working. It could just be, I mean, it could be a number of things. It could be the time of day. I wouldn't know why that would affect it. It's really bugging me about my other phone right now. Because I remember I did my last, the last stream I was doing was in the living room. And, okay, there you go. I've just realized I don't have it right here where it's, when I went live earlier, I was in the living room, and I remember having my second phone in there because I had the hotspot on for a second because I was coming in from the other device. But I realized I can do that now from the same device that I'm using. I think what it is I've went in there twice, but I ain't turned the light on, so I'm just looking where I can kind of see where I was sitting, but I haven't bothered to turn the light on. Yeah, yeah. I did that because I thought it might be interesting. Like people might want to, I talk about it. Yeah, yeah. Somebody help me out today. Which my main concern is just if my main thing for doing it today was that if my check don't come tomorrow, I've got a little bit of something that like I'm gonna call in the morning and check my electric, my prepaid electric, and then usually by 11 o'clock I'll know if I've gotten paid, like my disability. If that comes in, then I won't have to be sweating anything. But I need to call in the morning to see how much I still have on my electric. Golly, 250. But don't you have children and there's a fan. It's more than just you, of course. See, I average about, like, I don't get a bill. It's a prepaid thing, but it's only in in the winter months that sometimes I'm having to pay a little more than normal. When it's like this past summer, since my air conditioner fell out the window and I never did replace it. Uh, I was I remember at one time checking, they were able to tell me that I wasn't using no more than I was using less than $3 a day. Uh, and then usually, like if I have an air conditioner and I run it almost every day and night during the hottest part of the time, it still don't make it too bad. The worst part's the heaters. Oh goodness. Well, yeah, so the more like I'm going to assume it's a pretty good square footage. And then the more people you have living with you too are going to, that's going to increase the amount of electricity. And also, if you have a washer and dryer, like if y'all wash and dry your own clothes at home, that's a lot to it too. Hey, David, it's cool to see you. Thanks for being here. I was live a few minutes back, and somebody was trying to watch, but it seemed like there was trouble. Like it kept I had somebody come in and it wouldn't register for any longer than like 30 seconds to a minute. Like the longest I think they were able to, it would show up for about a minute, then it would keep disappearing. So I was thinking I might have had some trouble. The chat might not have been showing up. So I just ended it, started another one. So it's cool to see you, David. David, wasn't you just recently? Yeah, you were just recently. You were over here. You were here the other day and asking me questions and stuff, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because I had mistaken you for somebody else I knew with the last name Smith, and it turned out the person I was talking about was a Mark, not a David. I had to stand up for a minute. Oh, but if you say so, you got the two kids, your fiance, and the mama. Uh, so you 4 or 5 people, even if two of them are kids, that's still a lot of, like every time you run a warm bath or hot shower, anytime, like I said. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember now. Well, I remember the other day though, more vividly. But now that you start talking about metal music, I remember something along that line. I was thinking at some point we had a discussion about it. Either that, or you made a comment about one of the things I might have uploaded with some metal music to it or something. I can't remember. But I was gonna say bleed blue. Like last month, I put like 110 on my prepaid, and when I called, or like the last time I got paid, I did 110 on there, and I still had a few dollars on there, and that's cutting it close. So I'm looking at probably like tomorrow if I get paid, I'm probably gonna put more than 100. I'll probably put 120 on this time. So because February is gonna in February there'll be some pretty cold days coming. What's up? Bang Tang Games. I knew an Ames one time, Ames Bailey he was a skateboarder. back in Tennessee. That was years ago. But I was just thinking of the Ames. Uh, it made me think about Ames. He lived in a different town than me, but he was all right. He was a good skateboarder too. I'm doing all right. Thank you, Bleed Blue. Is that you talking about me? I guess you could because you're 27. I'm 51, so I could technically be. Yeah, I could be. That's pretty cool, though. I can dig that. I like to correct people though and say, well, maybe more like an uncle. You know, like a good old uncle. But there's been several people like I always be mindful like when I meet people. Like if I, especially there's a lot of times that I end up having people that are younger than me around me. Like if they got any kind of sense about them, you know, some people don't. But hell, there's people that I meet that are older than me that don't have any sense about them either. So it ain't always about age. Bang Tang Games. I like that though. Bang Tang. So basically, yeah, David was here. Cool to see him. He said he couldn't stay long. Bang Tang, I haven't ever noticed you, but that doesn't mean that you haven't noticed me. Maybe you've been, maybe you, I don't know. But it's cool to see you here. And we're not really talking about anything in particular. Oh, did you hear about that dude that was one of the January 6th people that was pardoned, got shot on Sunday by a police officer? That yeah, just whenever, like I do different random streams and stuff. Thanks for stopping by. I just doing this just to kind of kill a few, like see if anybody was interested in chilling for a little bit. So have a good evening or whatever time it is. I don't know where you're at, but if it's evening where you're at, it's evening where I'm at. So have a good evening or morning. But did you know what I'm talking about, Bleed Blue? So earlier today, before I went on a stream, I was in somebody's chat that was doing a stream, and they cover certain news, and he was bringing up. So I ended up bringing that up in the last stream I did, and one of our subscribers, Red Snapper, he actually looked the stuff up while I was talking about it, and shared the information. So apparently, I guess it was in Indiana or something. The guy got pulled over by a state trooper or something, or a highway patrol. Uh, Somehow he was kind of resisting or gave some. He kind of bucked him or something. So there was an altercation, and then he got shot. That would suck though, because if he was if he was one of the ones that were in prison the whole time, because some of those people didn't get out. A lot of them were still sitting in jail. You know, like only a few were like really out, even on a. Some of them had went to trial, but a lot of them were still sitting there waiting. But I haven't had time to look into it myself. I'm figuring Matt from Off Topic Show, he's probably going to do a little shorter video about it later. I'll probably find a video on his channel. Either he might have put something up today about it because he said he was going to do some more research. But when I was on earlier, my friend Snapper, he found I guess a whole article, and he kind of shared part of it in the chat. So that was pretty cool. I just hate that. What are the odds, you know? Let's say they set this whole time, they finally get pardoned, even if he was already out. But it gets squashed off your record, a few days out of jail, whatever. You're riding around, you get pulled over, you get paranoid. I don't know. You end up dead. That's not too cool. But enough of that. That sounds kind of like downer stuff, don't it? I'm noticing I'm able to read the chat without putting my glasses on. Like that's pretty cool though. But I wasn't on the phone a lot today, because when I went out early today. I stayed out at the stop sign till like around like after 11 o'clock. Came back, uh, chilled for a little bit, and then I ended up going live. Stayed live for a couple hours. I think we ended that other live around 2 o'clock or 2:30 or something. But yeah, I haven't caught up on it. I haven't called anything today about. Usually during the day at some point I've gotten on YouTube and like surfed it or watched a bunch of dumb stuff or caught up on frivolous things like certain news or non-news. Like sometimes I'll catch a few of the channels that cover that dumb stuff with Adam Calhoun and Ryan. I like to keep up with that. I don't like watch it religiously, but I like to kind of keep up with the news about it, what's going on. That's some of the fun stuff. I like Kobe Myers. If you're still there, Blade Blue, I think you know who I'm talking about there. I usually watch a few of his videos every week at least. Like Kobe. I've been watching Kobe ever since back when he first started. So I like to hear some of his takes on things too. But I've had a really good day though. Like I can, I, you know, if it ain't, but it's only by the grace of God, that I even get by sometimes because I barely make enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. What I do draw in a month isn't really even enough to really truly live on, but it barely gets me by. And usually I'm having to do stuff like that at least a few times towards the end of the month. There's always some kind of period at point where I'm gonna need something and like not just want something but need it, and that's when I gotta do things. You know what I mean? Like the other day, I needed dog food, so that was my concern. Uh, Other day, I made enough. I was able to go to the store and get dog food, and I bought a couple of things for grocery wise. That was Saturday, uh, and then I had a little bit left over. I spent that yesterday, so today I was like thinking ahead in case something don't come tomorrow. So, but overall, what was cool is when I went to the dollar store earlier, there's this woman that came up to me with like $2, and she was like, "Oh, you're on my heart all the time," and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm trying to place her, and I was like, you've seen me up there. She said, "Yeah, I just live down the road from you." And I said, "Matter of fact, you've gave me some change before." She said, "Yeah." Like apparently her and her husband live like a couple miles down the road on the same road. But sometimes when I'm standing out there, she stopped by and I recognized her giving me change before. And then she turned out to be a cousin of someone that lived behind me at one point. And so she knew who I was. I was like, well, I'm Great Cloud, And it's like, I appreciate it. She's like, well, this ain't much, but I wanted to give this to you. And it was pretty cool. I took it because I had to pick up something that would, like, it kept me from breaking what I had in my pocket. All I had to go in there for was something that was right at $2. So that was pretty cool. And the fact that, like, she knew who I was already. Like, when I told her my name, because she had a cousin that used to live behind me. So, and then I knew who she was, but, like, I just never met her. I knew of her. Oh, that water tastes so good. Oh, man. That water tastes really good. I appreciate that though. What you said, Bleed Blue. If that's you still watching, and if it ain't, Biggie. But I didn't expect a whole lot on a Monday night. Or wait, it's a Tuesday night. I almost forgot what day it was, didn't I? Yeah, because tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm hoping for payday. While I was out, I should have picked up. If I'd thought about it, I would have picked me up. I'm out of my Tylenol PM, and they don't work all the time. But when I hadn't took them for a while, so when I got them the other day, they were helping me. But I took the last of them yesterday, which is no biggie. Oh, I gotta stretch out for a second. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, earlier I was cramping. Like I've done some. I stood up for a while today outside, and then when I did that live stream earlier, that I sat there for about 2 hours in the living room. I remember at some point having to get up, and I was still doing the stream. But when I walked into my bedroom, I had a Charlie horse, so it was like I have to be mindful of that. I don't need to sit too long to where I get all cramped up. But all that means is just get up and stand up every once in a while. Let's see what time it is. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. I appreciate you coming by. We had David stopped by, and he said he couldn't stay long. Bang Tang Games, I don't know. They stopped in. They had to leave, and I'm believing that's probably you still Bleed Blue. So I'm gonna sign off here. I got to use the bathroom anyway. I don't want to. I don't want to keep the stream going while I'm going and doing that. And I looked at the time; it's a little after 6. I think I'm going to end this and start to relax. I'm going to actually lay back on my bed and find something to chill out to for a little while. Have a good evening, man. Ditto.